Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Illusion Fox Gaming. Today we're doing the level 78 tank role quest from Shadowbringers, the Hardened Heart. Sul seems rather more pleased to entertain you than Granson. Exemplary timing. It was not more than a moment ago that Granson returned, having at last obliged my humble request. I'll request my arse. This one's no better than the Yomoran aristocrat, so accustomed to making others do their bidding. I'll tell you, there's something off-putting about taking orders from a dog. Ere you continue to give me cause to reconsider aiding your hunt, perhaps you should ask your questions. Fine. Just saw a vision of you and Branden looking thick as thieves. You are friends, eh? Know what he's up to now? Branden is dead. He died a century ago, together with his comrades in an attempt to halt the flood that they themselves set in motion. I presume you speak of the eater that took possession of his corpse. Takai-san, aye, but unlike most eaters, he's been doing more than roam about aimlessly. For some reason, he's been hunting down royal treasures of old Vobert. He's been killing anyone who gets in his way. Is he now? Huh, what irony. Even in death, he remains a slave to duty, a knight brave and true. He's a murderer, and I'll not hear it said otherwise. He ruined my life, killed my beloved right before my very eyes. Every night I go to bed dreaming of the day I'll take my revenge. Oh, I see. Truly you have suffered a terrible loss, but while your thirst for vengeance is quite natural and understandable, it is ultimately unmisguided. Unusual behavior notwithstanding, Takai-san is nevertheless no more than an eater. To hate him is to hate the sea that claims the ship, the disease that steals the child, the tremor that topples the home, the mindless force of nature that begets destruction, driven by fragmented memory. Don't you dare make excuses for him. You think I wanted any of this? I grew up on a farm. I could barely yield a sword. And now I've got to kill one of the bloody cardinal virtues. Hate and anger and vengeance are all I've got now. My every waking moment is dedicated to blooding his death. It has to be. It has to be. So just tell us where this goddamn ring is and we'll be on our way. This is how it has to be, Who you have to be? Nay, I think not. You ask too much. Demand far, far too much. In exchange for what? This I cannot abide. You trying to barter with me, you little shite? Tell me what I want to know or I'll beat it out of you. Back off. I won't let anyone or anything stand between me and Melinda's murderer. Branden was a dear friend. To know that neither disgraces his flesh as memory pains me more than I can well express. It would bring me great comfort if you were to grant him peace. I should like to share with you a story. It'd be so kind as to join me in Lagia. This better have a point. It probably does. You're probably going to have to get to know who the person was. Tis beautiful even now, a place of forgotten dreams. Before his Lagia, in the time of Vobert, it was Grunis Licht. The memory of mine in which you walked was of a troubled time. The people of our kingdom were preyed upon by an ambitious fool. Branden, then a young knight who'd only just won his spurs, had caught the eye of Princess Soldia, who chose him as her personal guardian. However, he was far too inexperienced and was unable to keep her safe when she ventured outside these walls in one of her investigations. For his failure, he was stripped of his knighthood, and shortly thereafter he quit Vobert. I thought I would never see him again. Then one day he returned, one of several wandering adventurers led by a man named Ardbert. We accepted our invitation to look into the mysterious transformations which had continued unabated in Branden's absence. Lady Sodia was overjoyed, and for a time it was like nothing had changed. They spoke often and grew even closer. And then came the day when we learned the truth. We learned that the architect of our kingdom's suffering was none other than the court mage Tadric. Sam Branden, I'm sorry. So am I. Come, let's have done with it. It was you, Tadric. Do not deny it. Tormenting our people, twisting and transforming them into monsters, and for what? Branden, Branden, Branden. And after I took such pains to be rid of you. They strip me of titles, but not my oaths. I shall serve Lady Sodia till my dying breath. As you like. Once I've killed you and your friends, there'll be no one left to stop me from claiming the throne. Hear me, my children. The hour of reckoning is at hand. Rejoice, for a noble sacrifice shall you find everlasting glory. Oh, Tadric, it hurts. Soon you shall know no more pain. I was going to make it quick for old time's sake, but now I think I ought to take my time. Oh, come on. Meddlesome wretch. The kingdom is by rights mine. Branden, what's the meaning of this? Tragic, you. But why? After serving us faithfully for so many years. I am no servant. Not a... No servant. Not of your mother, or father, or you. My lady. Gods damn you. Lady Sodia, speak to me. Branden, my dear, brave Branden. Am I your princess still? Would you honor your vows even now? Now and ever after, my lady, my sword is yours to command. That as well. Would that I had the strength to yield it myself. Seal your heart, brave Branden, and for the good of Vubert and her people. No. No, no. I cannot. I will not. Honor your vows to your kingdom, to your princess. to your friend, who never doubted you, who knew that you would return and see justice. Justice. Does kind of look like a demonic Lady of Justice. No, it should be me. Branden, my sword, now and ever after. We've rounded up the rest of Tadric's co-conspirators and tossed them in the jail. The ones who hadn't been corrupted by his magics, that is. I'll not hesitate again. No matter the cost, no matter the sacrifice. Well, you saw what happened. Look at White. She begged him to do it, like Melinda. Come, let us quit this place and return to Pla Ini. Okay. Do you know why I entered into the royal family service many long years ago? Because when I was attacked by a wild beast, which nearly tore me to shreds, it was Lady Saldia who came to my rescue. She saved me, and that is a debt that can never be repaid. For there is naught in this world which holds greater value than life itself. Not even her death absolves me of it, and so I must always first consider her wishes, her desires, what she would want for me and her kingdom, for Branden, and yes, even for you, Granson. For me? To define oneself in opposition to the other, another bereft of complexity, of nuance, wholly devoid of redeeming qualities. A villain. Indeed, there is comfort in certainty and hatred. But it is a false and fleeting comfort. Bought with lies we tell ourselves about who we are, what we must be, what we must do, and never you mind the cost. If anything, the more we offer up and sacrifice, the better. You not see? Branden was right to hesitate, to doubt. The unwavering blade cares not whom it serves, nor who it cuts. I think I need a moment. Perhaps you do as well. Leave us for now. And so that was the quest, The Hardened Heart. Thank you for joining us here today for this little video here on YouTube. Hopefully we'll see you again for another video here on YouTube, or maybe one of our many streams over on Twitch at this same channel name. Till then though, I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your day.